try new things without being afraid to fail. Hi there, my beautiful friends. Welcome to Sanita Makes Crochet Items. Today, we're going to focus on one thing and one thing alone. Finishing this hat. I got the hat to the circumference of Richard's hand. And since I don't have Richard with me at all times, I could wait, but who wants to wait when you're hooking? So I had him scan his hand, and basically I used this as the measurement, because remember the hand method? Under your palm to the top of your finger should be big enough for the crown. Basically, that's how much bigger his head is compared to mine. Just go by hand measurements. Now, yesterday was Thursday, and I was listening to Jess SMC and John, and I think it was Annie and Jojo, Joe something. And anyway, long story short, they were in there, they were working up a hat, they were trying to figure out how to do a crossover long double crochet beanie that they found on crochetandcrafts.com. Basically, I just went on the website, looked at the pattern. It's like a newsboy hat, but we're not gonna make it a newsboy. So, since I already had this started and I haven't, really touched it at all, and my goal is to have 2 hats done every Sunday. Today's Friday, so I'm gonna hook it up today. So today I'm gonna attempt this crossover long double crochet in this hat and see how it turns out. It should be good, I think. And this is the yarn that I'm using. Premier yarn, worsted value, not sponsored. This is one of the sales that was from the weekly sale. I got my coffee. This time I put one of those and those little green ones in the mountains, the ones they leave you at the hotel or at the restaurants, on top of your pillows. The anti-ant, I need to get it. Anyway, you know what? It's chocolate with mint. I put that at the bottom. I don't know why I couldn't get it. It's Andes. I put that in the bottom of my coffee. I put one espresso shot and 2 creamers. That's why it's a little dark. It looks like chocolate milk, but it's not. It's delicious. And I didn't cure it. But I got this glass that's basically my empowerment glass. Grateful AF, which I definitely am. Manifest that. Just basically daily reminders. It's very nice. I love it. I kind of want to get more, but I had these handmade. Well, not handmade. Well, they were handmade, but they were made by a former colleague. But yeah, it's nice. I like it a lot. Anyway, I'm gonna get started on this crossover long double crochets. Normally, when I get to this, I basically count the front posts. I have 6 here, and then you can count the V's there, how many you have, and I have 12. So 12 times 6 is 72. Right? Yeah. And so I have multiple. So I printed out what kind of the stitch. It's just a 1 row repeat, which I like those. Her pattern has increments of 36, 48, 60, 72, and 74. So I'm thinking this is a medium adult size. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna have him try it on after it's done. But basically, it says that you do 3 half double crochets and then you do a crossover double crochet. So it's multiples of 4, I think. Don't quote me. I don't know what I'm doing yet. Let's just see how it turns out first. So I did the 3 crossover but excuse me, when you cross over, you got to make sure you cross over in front of the stitches, which is kind of hard. I'm like death gripping this stitch. You guys, I have Randy Travis's song, I'm Gonna Love You Forever, stuck in my head. They did a tribute on Grand Ole Opry, 100 Opry. I cried when Carrie sang it, and then he sang the last song. So if you haven't seen it, just YouTube it. You can find it. Alright, so skip the next stitch, which is this one, and then half double 3. Okay, and then go back to the skip stitch and double. And just keep going. This first stitch is kind of bunched up, but I think it'll work out when we get to the next row. It's looking good. I like it a lot. Just repeat that all the way around. Skip 1, 3 half doubles. Seems easy enough. So I did 3 rows of it. I like it, but I don't like it for this hat. Only because it's pretty holey. It would be really cute as a shawl or a shirt. But I'm gonna keep going a couple more rows and then finish off, because if I take his hand, from his hand to the top of his finger, if you fold it in half, it should be long enough for the crown of the hat, or the body of the hat. And then I'm gonna work my brim. But what do you think? I mean, it's okay, I think. Is that too holy? What do you think? I think this is gonna be a one and done hat. I think this is too tight for it. But on her original pattern, it was half double crochets in the round, so you can get multiples. This hat will go from a baby to an adult. But I mean, it is fancy though, right? I don't know. I'm gonna keep going, and we'll see how it turns out. Oh, and I'm using a 6mm hook too. And barely making a dent on this skein. So half double, 1, 2, 3. Go back to the last stitch, 3, go back to the skip stitch, two, 3, I gotta get closer. Come a little closer. I'm back. And I finished the hat as much as I could. The sun's making me look orange. Anyway, long story short, I like it, but I don't like it. Let me show you what I finished. Let me get out the sun so I don't look so orange. I don't know. But here's the hat. This is, what did I call it was? The crisscross. It's huge, but you know, it's supposed to be huge. So I'm gonna put it on just so you can see. I'm not a fan of it because you can see all the holes of the hat. I got a ponytail on, let me take that off. I mean, it's cute, I think. It's got the burst of kindness. This was this extended single burst of kindness, but I did measure it up against Richard's hand the whole time. I mean, it looks good. It fits me. And you gotta pull it down a little bit. Anyway, this is definitely a one and done. And I did end up adding the half double crochets here. And then I did a camel stitch on this stitch. And then I did, I don't know, somehow when I went around, instead of 72, I got to 92. So then I had to kind of decrease back down to 72. And when I did that, I did 2 single crochets in a decrease. And when I did the next row, I did the decrease as a front post. And then I did the singles as extended singles. And I just basically did that front post extended and then 2 extended singles in the extended singles. So it's kind of like a 2x1 stitch for the, but it did bring it back down. So otherwise it would have been a bucket hat had I continued going. But I think it's nice, but I won't do it again. So that's a good stitch, I think, but not for a hat. So if you are interested in this pattern, I'm going to leave the original pattern in the description below for the Crochet and Crafts version where you make it a newsboy hat. But if you want to kind of use my recipe, I did the Burst of Kindness crown until I got to a multiple of 72, and then I went ahead straight from the Burst of Kindness to the double crochet cross stitch, and I did that for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows, and then I did a row of half double crochets all the way around, and then when I got to the next row, I did a camel half double crochet row. And then when I got to the brim part of it, that's when I found out my count was off by 20. So I ended up doing single crochet stitches, 2, and then a decrease. And then I did 1, 2, 3 rows after the extended singles. But when I got to the decrease, I did a front post. And then the last row of single crochets and just follow the pattern. So single in the extended singles and then single front post in the post stitch and fasten off, and this is what I got. So that's my recipe. Thank you for watching. This is one hat for the week done. I have another hat that I started and it's like halfway there, so I can just finish that and I'll be done for the hats this week. So thank you again for watching. Love yourself so you can love everyone else. I'm gonna go work on the Sunday shawl now. Have a great day. Take care.